We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Okay, ready?
Richardson on the bootleg here. They'll roll him out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catch as he's dropped at the 42. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Second and 9 from the 44. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. You look at the defense for these Texans, and they've been excellent against the pass, the #6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
On third down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Hey, check that, check it.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Off play action, Richardson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Richardson to throw off play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Let's go. Ready.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Collins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple. Option right, here's Stroud. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now.
On first down, here's Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Second and 10.
79 Broncos.
Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Start. Timberwolves.
Again, it's Pierce. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Quick throw complete. Touchdown, Texans. Take down. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Come on.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Ready? Go!
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Colts at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
10 through 11.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready, ready.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. They go again with Pierce. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Pierce is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The 9-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Texans.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Richardson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. So right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop it for a sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Dell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And Stroud now to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. 2 ticks left here in the half. On is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Hey, check that. Street.
A run by Pierce begins the second half. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Roll. Go.
Another carry for Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and a couple. Pierce now up the middle. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. That is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Ready.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball is not free. Then a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. This one left side caught by Collins. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Check smash. Check smash. Dixie Maverick. Dixie Maverick.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
On the ball.
Richardson going on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Cowboy 80.
Stroud to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Chop alert. Chop alert. Go.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Stroud. This is caught. Touchdown. Damian Pierce. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're going to speed things up here.
19 tight. 19 tight. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts 1st down as he'll get this down to the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard
60
line.
bikes. 60 bikes.
Richardson off the play fake. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And Richardson going to move him around.
Ready.
That's Samuel caught left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Ready, ready.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now Richardson. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Under pressure, they got him again. Nolan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready, ready. Broncos. Ready.
On 1st down, Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And just shutting him off there. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room when you've had a...
And now off to the races down the right side. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Street.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Richardson looking to throw this. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
70 Ranger. Dragon 60.
Back to the air with Richardson. This will be caught at about the 6. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Texans.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hawk 70. 19 Lions.
One last shot for Richardson. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And that one falls incomplete. And they're left now with just 2 seconds here in the first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Stiff-armed him. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them.